Okay, so we're back again. And we're going to work a little more on Shiur 7. That is lesson 7. Shiur 7. And the last time we did this little discussion here between Ron and Tali. And I kind of got a little stumped on this one. I had to reach out to someone and try to figure out, get some insight onto it. Now, I did get some answers back. This word right here that looks like sefer, it actually is a verb. It means to tell. So it's sapaer. So, or in the feminine sense, it's sapri. So tell about the classes, and shelka, tell about your classes, ha professor or ha talmidim. So basically it's tell about your classes, about the professor, and about the students. So basically what you can do is you can write in there details about that. So that, I just want to put a correction in there on there because this Samik Fe Resh combination, it does look like, I mean, it's spelled just like sefer, but in this case, it's a verb. Without vowel pointing, it makes it difficult to determine. Okay, and so get this set up here. We're going to use Google Translate, try to go through some more of this material. So we did this one. We did She'alot. These are questions. Now let's go down here. So it looks like we've got Hadia. Let's see what that is. The knowledge.
Hayadi'a.
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 So it's like, hey, the knowledge. It's like this.
Hayadi'a.
You've got this hey mark here. Like, it looks like a yeah, I think that's the knowledge. Hayadi'a, the knowledge. Okay. So hayadi'a. Okay, so the definite article hey, hayadi'a is prefixed to a noun, marking it as known or specific. So the hey, hayadi'a, is normally pronounced ha. Okay, examine the following examples of nouns with or without the hey, hayadi'a. Okay, so in this one we have hem, student team, so they are students. Metsuyanim, they are excellent students. Metsuyanim.
Metsuyanim.
Yeah, that's right. Metsuyanim.
Metsuyanim.
Metsuyanim. Okay. And then we have, oh, I see what they're talking about here. This is like the definite hey. I think that's what they're going for here. Let's see here. Ha student team. So it's like the students. Lomedim, the students studied. Baboker. It might be Uva Erev. Baboker Uva Erev. Baboker Uva Erev.
בבוקר ובערב.
Yep, I knew it was Uva Erev. So here's an example of one of these vobs that's functioning as a shurik. And really, if you saw the pointing, you would have this dot here on the left-hand side. That's called a shurik. And it's like an oo sound, and it's connecting. So this means and. Okay, and then this bet here means in. And then you have boker, which is morning, and erev, which is evening. And then, so then you've got this one here, which means at night, in night, or in or at night. So you've got in the morning and in the night. Okay. Okay, so what they're talking about here is making this definite. The students studied baboker in the morning, uva erev and in the night. Okay, so ze shiur, this is the lesson le'ivrit. This is a lesson in ivrit, in with or on. Usually that lamed preposition, in with or on. This is a lesson in ivrit. Okay, and then hashior. So the lesson, me'anianim. I think that's me'anianim. Me'anianim. Well, it's not me'anianim. It's me'anin.
מעניין.
Me'anien. Me'anien. Okay, so right here, me'anien. And so that means interesting. So hashior, the lesson, interesting, me'od, like very interesting. Me'od, like very interesting. Me'anien, me'od. Very interesting.
מעניין מאוד.
Me'anien, me'od. Okay. Proper nouns are already considered definite. So it's like if it's a name, you don't have to put the ha on there. It's just considered that's that person, it's definite. Therefore, they never take the definite article. Okay, so ze Rami. This is Rami. That's got to be a proper name there. Perhaps a man. This is Rami. Rami, holek, Rami goes lebayit sefer. Rami goes to school. So the two part is in the lamed. Because remember, the lamed prefix means 2 or 4. And so a bayit sefer is just the word for school. Literally, it says house of books. Okay, so Rami holek, Rami goes lebayit sefer, to school. Similarly, the words Abba and Ima are also considered definite. Huh, isn't that something? And they do not take the definite article, okay? Okay, so now we've got Lilchet. Lilchet. Let's take a look at that one. Lilchet. Might be Lalachet. Might be Lalachet.
ללכת.
Yeah, I was right the second time.
ללכת.
Lalechet.
ללכת.
Lalechet. Okay, so that means to go, to go. It's like a form of halak, to walk or go. Okay, so we've got lalechet. There it is with the there it is with the vowel pointing. But remember, in modern Hebrew, you don't see the vowel pointing. Okay, so to go. Okay, so we've got holech. That's like he went. Olechet. That's like she went. Olechim. That would be like anachnu. We went. Olechot would be like hen. They went. All feminine, plural. That means to go. Okay, so now we've got Targil 1. That's what we have. Targil is exercise. What is this? Looks like they've got the English digit 6 here. They could put shesh there if they wanted to. I think shesh is 6. Shesh. Yeah. Okay. Kara, shesh, mishpatim. Let's see. Mahatu Allah. I think the mishpatims are examples. Mishpatim Mahat Bala. Mishpatim. Okay, so mishpatims are in this context, they're sentences. Sentences from the examples.
משפטים מהתו הבל.
Mehatav vel, mehatav ve'el.
משפטים מהתו הבל.
Mehatav ve'el. Sounds like mehatav ve'el.
משפטים מהתו הבל.
Mishpatim mehatav ve'el.
משפטים מהתו הבל.
Actually, there's no, I spelled that wrong. Mishpatim mehatav la. It's got to be la.
משפטים מהטבלה.
There we go. Mishpatim mehatav la. And that's got to be mehatav la right there. It's got to be a transliteration. Got to be a mehatav la. So mishpatim would be like the examples of the sentences. The sentences, I'll say, so table. Okay. Mehatavla. Mehatavla. So that's like a transliteration. Mishpatim, the sentences. So kara is read and shesh is 6. So kara shesh mishpatim mehatavla. Mehatavla. So read 6 sentences from the table. Okay. All right, let's see what we can do here. Okay, so we've got a naknu, that means we. We've got ruti ve'ani, Ruthie and I. Aten, they, feminine plural. Talmidah, let's see here, the student. Adon, looks like Carmeli. Carmeli. All right, so then we've got Olek, Olaket, Olakim, Olakot. So that means to go. Let's see, La Sephoria. La Sephoria is, I think that's the library. La Benak. Wonder what that La Benak is. La Benak. The bank.
La banque.
Ah, it's a transliteration. La Banque. La Banque. Okay. Let's see. La Ofera. Oh, probably the fair. La Ofera. No, it might be the opera. La Opera. The opera. Okay, how about this one? Ba Park. I bet you that's Ba Park, like in the park. La Bayit Safer, to school. Okay, so what do we got over here? Rev, Baboker, Hayom. Okay, so basically, we're going to take a word from here, match it from here, use one of these, and use one of these, and make a sentence out of it. Okay, so let's start here. Anaknu. For anaknu, if we were saying we to go somewhere, we can't use this one because that is just one person going somewhere and it's masculine. Can't use this one, holaket, because that's just one person going somewhere, that's feminine. But we can use this right here, holachim, anaknu holachim. So that would be the next word in the sentence. So anaknu holachim, so we went, and where are we going? How about like a group who went to the opera? La opera. We went to the opera, and usually an opera is in the evening, right? So ba'erev. So there's the first one there that you could use. Anaknu holachim la ofra ba'erev. Okay, let's go to the next one. Ruthie va'ani. Ruthie and I. So Ruthie and I. So that's now, it's not just singular. There's two people going, and we're not sure whether the va'ani is masculine or singular. So we're gonna assume that it's going to default to masculine plural, because it's more than one. We would have to use holechim again. Ruthie va'ani holechim. So Ruthie and I went. How about this one? La banque, to the bank. And we could say hayom. Usually the banks are open during the day. All right, let's go to aten. So aten means they, feminine plural. So they, and so because that's feminine plural, we can't use holech, that's masculine singular. We can't use holachet, that's feminine singular. Can't use holachim because that's masculine or mixed plural. This is strictly female. Aten, so we got to use holachot. So aten holachot. Luciferia. 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 I think that's pronounced Luciferia. Luciferia.
לספרייה,
Ah, no, I got it pronounced wrong. Luciferia.
לספרייה,
Luciferia. But I wonder why in the translation it doesn't give you two Yos. Take a look at that. To the library.
לספרייה,
Luciferia.
לספרייה,
Luciferia. It's almost like the emphasis is on the fe. Luciferia. Okay, so try to clean that up a little bit. We're here at 10, and this connects down to holakot. So they, feminine plural, went Luciferia to the library. Let's see here. We could pair it with baboker, in the morning. They went Luciferia baboker, in the morning. So you see how everything has to match. Feminine plural, and then this is just where they're going. So that's not, it's going to stay the same. And then, you know, whether it's in the morning or at night, it's going to stay the same. But these two have got to match. Gender and number. Okay, ha-talmidah, ha-talmidah. So that's the student, and because it's not talmid, it's talmidah. So therefore, because it's talmidah, it's feminine singular. So we've got to find the feminine singular form of go, to travel or go. And that's not going to be this one. Holech, it's not going to be holakim because these are plural. Not going to be that. It's going to be this one here, holechet. Holechet. Hatelmidah, holechet. So thus the pupil or the student goes. Where does this person go? How about this one? Labayit Safer, to school. Okay. And we could put baboker, in the morning. All right, now finally we have Adon Carmeli. I want to see how that's pronounced, that Carmeli part. Carmeli.
כרמלי,
Oh, yeah, that's about right.
כרמלי,
Carmeli. Okay. Okay, Adon Carmeli. All right, so that's just a proper name. So, and it's going to be masculine singular. We know that because it's Mr. So it's not going to be feminine plural. It's not going to be masculine plural. Not going to be feminine singular. It's going to work with holech. See that? Adon Carmeli, holech. Where is he going? Let's see here. There's probably one that I didn't do yet. How about this one? A park. Any of these would work. Any of these would work of places that he could be going, except for maybe this one. Probably for him. Let's have him going to La Banque. Mr. Carmel goes La Banque baboker, in the morning. All right, so there is some variation there, but the point is that number and gender must match. Okay, number and gender must match. All right, let's see here. We've got Shem. Let's see, Shem Hatul R. So these are, let's see. No, names, Shim. Name, Hator. Shim, Hator.
שם התואר.
Hatorar. It's kind of an interesting sound, isn't it? Shim Hatorar.
שם התואר.
Shem Hatorar. It's kind of like the R hangs. Shem Hatorar. But that means the adjective, names of the adjective. So remember, adjective is like a descriptive. Shem Hatorar. Adjective. Have 4 forms, just like nouns and verbs in the present tense. The adjective always agrees with the noun it modifies in gender and number. Okay, for example, we've got a student, Metsuyan. So that's like excellent. And this is like a little boy, student. Televisia Tova. Well, notice that televisia is feminine gender. It's going to be using a descriptive word, an adjective, to have the feminine gender on it too. Tova instead of to. So televisia Tova. Let's see here. Sepharim Hadashim. Sepharim Hadashim. I wonder if that's new books. Sepharim Hadashim. Yeah, new books.
ספרים חדשים. ספרים חדשים.
Sepharim Hadashim.
ספרים חדשים.
All right. Sepharim Hadashim. New books. Okay, so notice the eem ending. That's masculine plural because we're talking about multiple books. It's gendered in the masculine. And Hadoshim, also the descriptive word for new. As you see what they're doing here? Anything that's descriptive, adjectives are descriptive, like the blue cat, the nice cat, the bad cat, the loud cat. Those are all adjectives. Talmidot. That's like a bunch of girl students. Let's see here. Nahamadot. Not sure what that one is. Nahamadot. Nahamadot. Isn't that something?
נחמדות.
Nechamadot.
נחמדות.
Nechamadot.
נחמדות.
Nechamadot.
נחמדות.
Nechamadot. You got to get that kind of that in the throat there with the het right there. Nechamadot. So basically that means cuteness. So the girl students are cute. That's essentially what that's saying. Talmidot, nechamadot. All right. Remember that when the masculine form ends with hey, example, yafe, that's for pretty. That hey is dropped in plural forms. Okay. The feminine form is identical to the masculine, except that it ends with the vowel ah, not f. So that's like, for example, in the word more, that's like a man teacher. Well, a mora is a woman teacher. That's got that ah sound. The man, more, has this s sound, sound. Okay, adjectives have 2 functions. The adjectives can modify the noun, furnishing it with description. Note that the modifier follows the noun in Hebrew. Okay, so that's important. The modifier follows the noun in Hebrew. Okay, for example, Yael studentit. So this is a girl, proper name, Yael studentit. Yael is a student. And then if you were to add an adjective in there about Yael, you would say Yael studentit metsuyina. Metsuyinet. I bet you it's metsuyinet. See, that's metsuyan in the feminine sense. Metsuyinet.
מצוינת.
Metsuyenet. Notice the emphasis on ye. Metsuyenet.
מצוינת.
Metsuyenet.
מצוינת.
Metsuyenet. Okay, so Yael studentit metsuyenet. So Yael is a student, and notice how this is in the feminine singular form of student, and then excellent is in the feminine singular form of student. Okay, you see how all that matches? Zeh looks like Radin or something. Rodin? Well, actually, it looks like a Bob. Oh, radio. That's right.
רדיו.
Radio.
רדיו.
Okay. I kept thinking that this was a person, but it's not. It's radio. So like the radio. Okay, so Ze radio Hadash. This is new radio. I think that Hadash is like new. Hadash. Yeah.
חדש.
Okay, Ze radio Hadash. This is new radio. All right. The adjective can also serve as the predicate of a sentence. A sentence whose predicate is a noun or an adjective is called a nominal sentence. Nominal sentences in Hebrew do not require the use of the verb be. That's interesting. In the present tense, thus the sentence Haifa Yafeh. That's like Haifa, the name of the city, is beautiful. Haifa is beautiful. Haifa is pretty. Okay. Okay. Tali. Naham. We just did that, didn't we? Nahamida. Nahamida. Let's see. Nahamida.
נחמדה.
Nechamada.
נחמדה.
Nechamada.
נחמדה.
Nechamada. See, it's almost like you have to practice speaking, because practice speaking these words and use your Google Translate to do so.
נחמדה.
Nechamida. So Tali Nechamada. Tali equals Nechamada. So that means Nechamada means nice or charming. Tali is nice or charming. Okay, Asephorim Hadashim. So let's see here. The books are new. So notice that the books are in plural, masculine gender. Therefore, the word new has to be in plural, masculine gender. Asephorim Hadashim. Okay, so what do we got down here? Asephorim equals Hadashim. New. All right, let's see. So now we've got a chart here, and they're showing you all the different forms that you need to be aware of when you are reading Hebrew. So if it's talking about a woman in the singular, then a lot of other things are going to represent themselves feminine singular. If it's talking about a group of women, a lot of other things in the sentence might represent themselves as feminine plural. Okay, that kind of stuff. In the same way with masculine plural, masculine singular, and so on. Okay, so looks like these are going in this direction. So we've got tov, that's masculine singular for good. Tova, feminine singular for good. Tovim, masculine plural, good. Tovot, feminine plural, good. Yafeh, that's like handsome, masculine singular, handsome. Yafa would be like pretty for a girl, for a singular girl. Yafim, they are handsome. So it'd be like hem yafim, they are handsome. So like masculine, or it could be a group of people that look attractive. Yafot would be like hen yafot, they, feminine plural, are pretty or handsome. Actually, it wouldn't be handsome in that case. It'd strictly be pretty, because you don't refer to women as handsome. Just women are pretty or beautiful. Okay, let's see here. Hadash, that would be like new, masculine singular. Hadasha, feminine singular. Hadashim, masculine plural or mixed plural. And hadashot, strictly feminine plural, new. Let's see, it looks like Nahamad. Wonder what that is. Nahamad. Nahamad. Oh, okay, nice.
נחמד.
Nahamad.
נחמד.
Nechamad.
נחמד.
Okay, nechamad. Okay, so this means nice. So that's like if you were to say, who nechamad, he is nice. Nechamada. Nechamada would be like he nechamada, she is nice. Anaknu, well, that would be self-serving to say anaknu. How about we say hem? Hem nechamadim. They are nice. And then hen, which means they, feminine plural, nechamadot. They, feminine plural, are nice. Let's see here. Me'a niyain. Looks like me'a niyain. I think that might be the excellent one. Let's see. Me'a niyain. Interesting.
מעניין.
Me'anien. That's how you say it.
מעניין.
Me'anien.
מעניין.
Okay, me'anien. All right, so me'anien right here. It means interesting. So if you were to say, who me'anien, he is interesting. That's masculine singular. You could say he me'an, this is an interesting one, me'anienet. Me'anienet. So you could say he me'anienet, she is interesting. You could say him me'aniyanim would be like they are interesting. And that's masculine plural, or there could be women mixed in, but as long as there's at least one man, it takes this form. And then me'aniyanot would be like hen me'aniyanot would be like they, feminine plural, are interesting. Okay, so now we have Mitsuyan. Mitsuyan, I think that's the excellent one now. Mitsuyan. Yeah.
מצוין.
Metsuyan, that's excellent. So you would say, who Metsuyan, if you were to just imagine this here. Let's see. It's transliterated out like this, but it means he in Hebrew. Who Metsuyan, he is interesting. If you were to use the word for she, it would be he in Hebrew. Metsuyanet, she is interesting. How about him, they? Or you could use atem. I didn't use that one yet. Atem means you all, masculine plural. Atem metsuyanim, you all are interesting. Okay. Or aten would be, it would look like this, aten, a nun safit, aten. So that means you all basically, plural, feminine plural. Metsuyanot, you all, aten metsuyanot, you all are excellent. All right, I hope that's helping you guys a little bit to understand number, gender, adjective, descriptive words. They have to match in number and gender, or like the subject, the verb, the verb, the noun, the adjective. They are matching. All right, so now we have Targil number 2. And I think, let me double check. Let's see, that's that one that we did. Okay, so we don't have any kind of answer key for any of that other stuff, I don't think. They've got a lot of exercises in this one. Now, let me see what where I am on my time. All right, 42 minutes. We've been going strong here. So now, so let's see what they have here for us. So number 1, we have Targil. That means exercise. Okay. Ana al hasha'alot. Okay. Let me check that ana one. Ana. Going to be spelled with a nayin, not an aleph.
Ana. Ana.
Sounds the same though.
Ana.
Ana means answer. So answer all means like about hasha'alot, probably the questions. Hasha'alot. Answer the questions.
Ana al hashe'elot.
Ana
Ana al hashe'elot.
Ana al hasha'alot.
Ana al hashe'elot.
Ana al hasha'alot.
Ana al hashe'elot.
Okay, so answer the questions. Actually, I think this means about, like answer about the questions. But they on Google Translate, they just translate it as answer the questions. Okay, so hashita mesh. Let's see, hashita mesh. Hashita mesh.
Hishtamesh.
Ishtamesh.
Hishtamesh.
Ishtamesh.
Hishtamesh.
Ishtamesh means use. Ishtamesh, use. Okay, this is answer the questions. Answer the question. And use Bashamot. It's probably the names, probably. Bashamot, Haguf. The Haguf, I think, is like the body or the forms. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's see. Use the body names. Use the body names, essentially. So like Who is he in Hebrew. He is she in Hebrew. Him is they, masculine plural, and hen is they, feminine plural. Okay, so that's what that means, haguf. When it says bashemot, the names of use the body names. In other words, it's kind of like I think that's like a pronoun in English, something like that. Okay, so let's go to number 1. Amore. It's got to be, yeah, hamora, probably, because this is in feminine singular form. Me'anianet. Me'anianet. I think that's interesting, probably. Me'anianet. Yeah.
מעניינת.
Me'anianet.
מעניינת.
Okay, so hamora me'anianet. So it's a question. Is the teacher interesting? And so they filled this in already. So what they put is, can he me'anianet? Yes, she is interesting, but they put that in cursive. I'm not fiddling around with cursive on this time. I think that's too confusing for people. I'm just going to stick with the writing, in other words, the print version. All right, so we need to go down to number 2 now. Universita tova, is the university good? Universita, is the university good? So we need to refer to the university with one of these. It's not going to be who, it's going to be this one. And it's just one university, so it's not going to be him, and it's not going to be hen. It's one university they're talking about, so it's going to be one of these two, not going to be the masculine one, because look at the hey ending, it's in feminine gender. And look at the tova, it's in feminine gender. Therefore, you use he. So we're going to use can. And really, it's not he as in she relative to a person, it's he as in it relative to the university. That's what's going on here. He, and then I think probably we just put it's tova, it's good. The answer is can, he, tova. But let's see what their answer, whether they want us to write more out. Do they want just a simple answer like that? Okay. Yes, they do. They just want the simple answer. Okay, so Universita Tova, is a university interesting? And the answer is can. That means yes. He Tova. Okay. All right, so let's go to number 3. This looks like this might be Alu, Sepharim, Hadoshim. Let's see here. Alu, Sepharim, Hadoshim. Can't be right. Might be Elu. Nope. Yeah. Oh, that comes from, I know what that comes from.
אלו ספרים הראשים.
Yeah, Elu, that comes from Ela, means these. That comes from Ela. Ela, let's see how they spell that, Ela. Anyway, it's Ela, means these. So, but it's in the form of a, it's in the form of plural and masculine plural, looks like. So these Sepharim books, Hadoshim, new. So these books new. These are new books. Are these, and it's a question, are these new books? The answer is lo. And then I would still use a lu, and then I would use lo again, I think. We'll see what the answer says. Lo, these, lo, because remember, if you're answering in the negative, it's kind of like this got this double lo thing going on. And then, oops. Well, what we're going to do is in here, we would write Sepharim Hadoshim. So the same thing. Lo, Elu, actually, you know what? I think I messed this up. Let me think here. We got to use one of these, don't we? And it's got to refer. So we're going to use this one here. Him. We can't use this one. We can't use feminine singular. We can't use feminine plural. So we got to use him. Okay, so let's do this again. Lo, him, lo, him, lo, they, and I think it would be lo again. And then Sepharim Hadoshim. All right, I think I might have that right that time. Lo, him, lo, Sepharim Hadoshim. Let's see what the answer key says. Aha, I got it right. Okay, Alu, Sepharim Hadoshim, are these new books? Lo, hem, lo, Hadoshim. Oh, but they don't even bother putting the Sepharim there. They just say, no, they are not new. But you could put Sepharim Hadoshim in there. You could say, no, they are not new books. But they just say, in their answer, they just shorten it down to say, lo, hem, lo, Hadashim. Okay, so now number 4. Let's see here. Let's see, how come? This looks like compass. Yafe. Campus. Campus, that's a transliteration. Compass. Compass. Is the campus beautiful? Like on a college, university? Compass, Yafe. Is the campus beautiful? And so this is, notice that this looks to me like it's going to be masculine singular. Compass, Yafe. Is the campus beautiful? So then see, Ken, I think I'm going to use who, because I don't see any indication why I would use he. And then Yafe. Ken, it's pretty. Ken, it's pretty. Let's take a look at our answer and see. Yep, I was right. It uses who. Compass, Yafe, is the campus pretty? The answer is Ken, who, Yafe. Yes, it's pretty. Like on a college university, a lot of times they make them as ornate as possible because, you know, they're trying to justify the thousands of dollars they're charging you. Now, this is just my commentary. Don't be offended. I've gone to the university for 7 years, but I'll tell you right now, there's a lot of classes that you really don't need, and there are other classes that you need to get more of in the specific disciplines that would produce a job. But anyway, that's just my commentary. All right, I call them fluff classes. I used to kvetch about it a lot when I would get my schedule, complain about it. All right, social programming stuff, and that was that was a long time ago. Imagine what it is now. Imagine what it is now. Okay, don't get me started. Number 5. A studentiot The students, that's got to be feminine plural. Nachamadot. 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 Nechamadot. Nechamadot. Are nice. Okay, so Hastudentiot are the girl students. Nechamadot, are they nice?
נחמודות.
Nechamudot.
נחמודות.
Nachomudot.
נחמודות.
Nachumadot. Okay. Hastudentiot. Nachumadot. Are the girls nice? Are the girls on the university nice? The girl students nice? And so we got to refer to that with this one here. They. We're referring to the girl students as they in the feminine sense. So it's not going to be the masculine plural. It's not going to be singular, singular. Okay, so Ken and then we would still use this word, nachamadot. Ken, they are nice, nachamadot. I'm not going to put that all in there, but it would that's what would go in there. Okay, yeah, we got it. Ken, hen, that's they, feminine plural, nachamadot. All right, number 6. Dani Talamid Tov. Is Danny a good student? Is Danny a good student? Well, we're not going to use the Danny. We know is a boy, and we're not talking about multiple Dannys or multiple girls. It's going to be this one here. Who? So apparently he's not a good student. Lo who Talmid, lo who, no he, and probably would put like lo again. Lo who, lo, no he's not. I think they would probably leave just Talmid Tov in there. Lo who, lo Talmid Tov. No, he's not a good student. Let's see what the answer is. Let's see here. They've got Dani Talmid Tov. Is Donnie a good student? Lo who. They put it a different way. They don't put the lo who lo. They put lo he Talmid Ra. He's a bad student. Lo he Talmid Ra. He's a bad student. All right. All right, number 7. Let's see, Hashiorim, the classes, Me'anianim. I think that's how you pronounce that, Me'anianim. It's like a tongue twister. Me'anianim.
מעניינים.
Yep, Me'anianim.
מעניינים.
Means interesting. Hashiorim Me'anianim. Are the classes interesting? Are the classes interesting? Hashiorim Me'anianim. Are the classes interesting? And here's somebody that doesn't seem very enthused about school. Lo. And so in response to classes, notice that it's the masculine plural form here. So we can't use, in reference to they, classes, can't use the feminine plural. We're not going to use the singulars. We're going to use hem. Okay, lo, hem. I think in this one, it would be lo, hem, lo, and then me'anianim. Okay, lo, hem, lo, me'anianim. So no, they are not interesting. let's see what the answer key gives us. Okay, hashiurim me'anianim. Are the classes interesting? Lo hem lo me'anianim. No, they are not interesting. Okay, so you see how everything matches up. Gender and number have to agree. All right, the final one here. Hakafe tov. Hakafe tov. Is the coffee good? Hakafe tov. Is the coffee good? And notice that it appears to me that even though this ends with a hey, they're using tov here. So that gives me a clue that this very well may be masculine gender, hakafe tov, because why wouldn't they put tova in response to cafe? See, so it's going to be masculine gender. So I don't think it's going to be this one. Definitely not going to be the plural ones, because we're not talking about multiple cups of coffee. It's going to be who, and in translation, it's going to be it. Hakafe tov, Ken, and then who goes in there? Can who, it, can it, tov. Ken, it's good in response to the coffee, in reflection of the coffee. Ken hu tov. All right, let's see what the answer is. Yeah. Oh, look at this. They did even more than tov. They put ken hu metsuyan. Metsuyan. I think that's pronounced metsuyan. That's, in other words, this person's saying, yes, it's excellent. Metsuyan.
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 Okay, so they're saying ken hu metsuyan. It's excellent. Yes, the coffee is excellent. All right, guys. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay, so that's about an hour. I try to do an hour of these. I try to be disciplined about it and get through this material. I'm just studying through this material. Yes, I've studied many other books before, but there's always new stuff for me. Sometimes I make mistakes. Just if you have a better answer, put it down on the text. I don't have an ego. I like to learn. So don't be afraid that I'm going to say, because you're correcting me or something. I like to be corrected because I want to become more excellent at the language. And I hope that's your attitude too. I hope that you don't go through life with a chip on your shoulder, and anytime somebody says, well, it should be this way, and you get all mad and offended. No, my friends, don't be like that. Be humble. Humble thyself in the sight of Yahweh, and he shall lift you up. That's the attitude all of us should have in the kingdom, isn't it? Baruch Hashem. All right, so if you have found this interesting and you have been blessed by any of this, consider sending a donation to www.paypal.com. And you don't have to have a PayPal account. All you need is this email, dsmith71.gs@gmail.com. Use your credit card and send us a donation if this is of use to you. If you'd like to reach out to me, 803-937-0148. I'm happy to answer any questions I can. And if I can't get the answer, trust me, I know people who can get the answer. I know people. So you guys have a great day today, and I hope that you are blessed.